Okay, let's talk about something I saw on the internet. Two things I saw on the internet yesterday. One was there's going to be women's division in the UFC now, and Lindsey Vonn has gotten the okay to compete against men. Both things, I'd have to say why. That's the question I'm asking. Why? Why a women's division in the UFC now? Well, I think the answer is apparent because of Ronda Rousey, isn't it? She's the whole savior for women's mixed martial arts, which is in deep trouble. And Rousey's right. She said if she loses or Cyborg wins, that's it for MMA. Women's MMA. It won't survive the second time. So there's going to be one division. It shows how thin really women's mixed martial arts is, doesn't it? So they're going to base a whole division around one woman fighter. Think about that. Think of boxing having, go back to the 60s when Ali was dominating the boxing world. And they would do away with all the other divisions then. And only have one heavyweight division because Ali was in it and he was the top draw. That's the same thing, isn't it? What's going on here? Well, they're doing it now because of lack of talent. Of course, there was a lot better talent in boxing, and there is still. That's why you can have multiple divisions. So then why have it at all then? If it was that thin of a division, why have a women's division? Makes no sense at all what's going on there. But it does in a way. I mean, they're trying to save it. Okay? And this is how they're trying to do it, I guess. By basing it all around one fighter. And if she loses, that's it. It's not going to survive. It's barely surviving now. They said the same thing about women's boxing years ago when it first came out, that it was going to be the next big sport. It never happened, did it? I mean, you could walk down and take a survey of people and ask them, name women's boxing champions. Not too many people are going to know that answer because it's not that popular. Same with WMMA. People don't know. This just doesn't get covered that often, and it won't. Now, getting to Lindsey Vonn here. Lindsey Vonn. She's gotten the okay now to ski against men. Again, I'd have to ask, why? Why does she want to do this? What's wrong with women? Are they that insecure about themselves that they have to keep constantly proving themselves to men? In a way, I can understand why she wants to, because men are the superior race. I guess that's why women want to be so much like us. But they can't be. And skiing against men isn't going to prove that. Regardless of whether she wins or not, which I don't think she will win one single race. This is ridiculous. Women just don't seem to want to be women anymore. They want to be our equal. Why? I don't know. It must be an insecure thing. Or this desire to be better than what they are. They shouldn't feel that way. This is how they were born. This is nature. That's all. They don't seem to want to accept that. But see, us men have to accept it, though, don't we? Here's the situation. Say if a man skier said, I want to ski against the women. I want to be in their division. Well, first of all, people would laugh hysterically, asking why does a man want to compete against women? Of course, he would probably be denied anyway. Why? Why is it okay for a woman like Lindsey Vonn to say, I want to ski against a man? But if a man would do the same thing, he would get laughed at, he'd be made fun out of, and of course he would be turned down. That's not right. But you see, us men don't have that desire to be a woman. Well, some do, but because we are happy with who we are. We don't have to prove ourselves to anybody, especially to women. This is the problem with our society today. And I keep talking about that. But it's true. Unless women change their attitude, there's going to be problems. They're causing problems for themselves by having this attitude that they have to keep proving themselves. But they don't have to. Look, and us men accept you for what you are. You don't have to prove yourself to us. We know why you're here. You know. I know women think they're athletes. And women aren't really athletes. They're in shape. There's a difference between being in shape and being an athlete. They will never be as good as the men in athletics anyway. So Lindsey Vonn, maybe this is a good thing, like I said in my other video, that she's doing this. When she loses, this will discourage other women from following in her footsteps, knowing that they cannot compete with a man. But that goes to my very first video. People were putting me down for it when I said women should, if they want to do something a man does, then they should fight men. Well, Lindsey Vonn's doing the same thing, isn't it? Now she's saying she wants to ski against men. Why not have a man-woman division? Keep it at the same weight. Well, this is what women apparently want. They want to be like the men. Let them compete against the men on everything. And once they lose, they will stop. And that's the only thing I think is going to stop, is when they finally realize that there never will be as good as a man. Feel free to leave your comments.